All right, friends, we made it back to the cottage. I brought the rebuilt fuel pump and the airbox. A bunch of you were saying to put the airbox back in. The argument was that it would go too lean or too rich. I'm not sure, I never looked into it, but I figure factory installed equipment should probably go back, so it's going back in. It was 5 degrees Celsius yesterday. It's going to be 5 degrees Celsius tomorrow, and right now it is minus 28, which is something like minus 16 Fahrenheit. Getting stuck shouldn't be an issue today, assuming I can get this thing started again. Oh, geez. You'd think I would have remembered. Alright, let's see what we can do here. That's coming from the case. That'll go up top. Man, these hoses are rock hard. This guy, I'm guessing, that goes to one carb. This goes to the other. No, yes, other carb. Okay. Friendly reminder to anybody who's still watching at this point in the video. If you like watching me suffer, it would mean the world to me if you would hit that subscribe button. If I get to 1,000 subs, man, that would be a goal come true. And I'd love to buy more junk like this and keep filming other sorts of projects. I'm sure my wife would enjoy it too, getting me out of the house. Anywho, come on now. These hoses are so stiff. Don't drop the nut. Camera froze, so I had to take a quick break. One thing worth pointing out, a couple of you guys mentioned to check the bogey wheels. So I did. And check it out. They spin, a little crunchy though, not gonna lie. That'll be something to replace, probably never. Got the airbox back in, put the clips back on in the easy places. I left the ones in the back off. Let's kick this thing over before my camera freezes again. Turn the fuel on. Try again. Since I just replaced the fuel pump, I figure I pull out the spark plugs and pull the cord a few times to kind of prime everything. All right, now we can go for it. Oh, baby. Come on. Here. She's damp. My floor mat wasn't a very good cover. Camera died again. I think you guys are right about this thing. The skis are just all iced up and full of rust. Seems to be running all right, but I feel like I'm pushing a house anytime I go to hit the gas. Well, it's not dying anymore, although it seems to be bogging a little bit. Last time I had no issues at all hitting red line. This time it doesn't seem to want to climb past 4 or 5K. It's not dying though, which is pretty wicked. Idle's a touch low, but that's not really a big deal. All right, I'm dealing with a couple issues here. It's not dying outright like it used to. However, it's bogging like crazy. And also, I'm still leaking coolant. Oh, look at that. Ain't that something? Now, I've got the airbox on there, which I didn't have last time. And last time it had no problem singing all the way to the moon. And right now it's struggling to get over 5-6K. So I'm going to check the plugs, see if I can lean it out a little bit. And I may, just for the heck of it, pull off that airbox and see if it runs any different. Now, regarding the coolant leak, it is a brand new head gasket. I don't know why it's leaking. I torqued it to spec, did a heat cycle, and then I torqued it again. And it's leaking from the frickin' bolts. Never seen that before, so there we go. It is also possible that it's just drinking coolant. That might be the other reason for the bog, is the plugs don't look too bad, if I'm being honest. At least that one didn't. Oh yeah, this one's pretty rich. It's wet. So I'm gonna try and lean it out a bit and see if that makes a difference. Now, it's difficult to tune an engine with a known issue. So I had it set a 3/4 out. I'm gonna turn it to 1 turn out, so that's another 1/4 turn. Set my tools in the sun, try and keep them warm. You know, I'm also looking at my tracks here, and I'm wondering if I'm overheating. The snow is rock hard. I don't know if the light works, but it hasn't come on at least. So you can see what I'm dealing with. You hear the bog. All right, I got the back of this thing propped up. I'm gonna try and rev it up and see if I can get it to rev up a bit here. So it seems to be coming onto the pipe around 4,500 RPM. There's a bog and then it takes off. In case that wasn't clear, it seems to go blah. There we go. 3/4 turn out on the air screw. Right now, with half fouled plugs, a coolant leak, and old gas, I'm about 1 1/8 turned out. So let's see if that makes this thing at least rideable. I'm beginning to think this thing is camera shy. So I opened up the air screw, no dice, ran like a bag, and then I closed the air screw to half a turn, still ran like a bag, put it back to 3/4, which is the spec, remove the air box, and she's chooching, runs like a top. So I'm gonna set the camera up on a tripod and see if this thing makes a liar out of me. Oh man, I am so stoked right now. You have no idea how happy I am that this thing is finally running good. It's usable now. It's coming onto the pipe. I don't know why that airbox makes such a big difference, but that'll be a future problem once I get the engine sealed up properly. For now though, running mint. I haven't looked at the footage yet to see what that little pull in the lake looked like, but I hope you can hear me coming into the power band. And I think this thing's gonna be a fun little unit, especially once I get something to partner it up with, a Tundra or an Elan. I don't like going out onto the lake by myself. Not that I'm worried about going through, but you know, belts blow, problems happen, and it's nice to be able to tow yourself home and not have to wait for a generous stranger to show up. Unreal. I love it when things work out. Again, thanks for tagging along. If you're into this sort of thing, I'd really appreciate a subscribe and a like. It would make my freaking day. Look at this thing, man. I love it. I love the way it looks. All that patina. Ooh, baby. Till next time, friends. Cheers.